Hey guys, making this video September 22nd, 2011, in regards to workers' compensation. Just to kind of give you some general help. I live here in Colorado. Certain laws are the same in other states, but a lot of them do vary by state. I just want to give you some general advice and to give you some pointers on maybe of certain things to look up in your state if you're not in Colorado. To start off with, here in Colorado, you have, if you're injured on the job, you have 4 working days to notify your employer in handwriting. Once your employer is notified of the injury, they turn over the forms to the insurance company. The insurance company will contact you generally the next day after filing, if not the next day, 2 days after. The insurance company will ask you information about your injury to verify your information that you gave on your form, and then just kind of maybe ask a few more details about the injury. Um, be cautious on what you say. Um, don't lie to them, but just be kind of cautious with the way you might say something. Um, then the insurance company will do their investigation and deciding if this is a work-related injury or not. Here in Colorado, they have 3 to 5 days to notify the state if they are responsible. So if they're going to admit to it being a work-related injury, and then you'll be notified with a yes or a no. In my case, I'm fighting a workers' comp claim that was denied. So I've been going through some process. I am not represented by an attorney, so they call me a pro se. A pro se, I'm sure a lot of you have heard the term before, but a pro se is where you are not represented by an attorney. I was not able to find an attorney, so therefore I'm pro se. Um, I went to a lot of attorneys. A lot of attorneys just said, look, we're not going to make any money off your case. Your case is too complicated, too confusing, or it's just nothing that we can handle. It's frustrating when you're not able to get an attorney because you do have to know a lot, and I've learned a lot, and it's stressful. But it's something that you got to do sometimes on your own. Now, attorneys might say, we're not going to represent you, but we can give you certain advice. The Division of Workers' Comp um, will answer certain questions. Um, like I said, certain attorneys will. Then the library, the internet. Most of you people have internet at home. Google, Google's a really good thing. Or a law firm, or not a law firm, but a law school called Wash Ed Law, I believe is what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head now. But I was told about it from a librarian at the library. Maybe your librarians might know of something in your state website, or just something. Oh, actually, now I'm thinking of it, that school is called washlaw.edu. And you can find certain things in your state on workers' comp. Um, Another thing is, so let's say your claim's denied, and you want to fight your claim, saying no, it is a work-related injury. You have Here in Colorado, you have 2 years to file, to against it, saying you don't agree to it. I didn't file within the 2 years. I didn't know there was a 2-year statute, and then but I have pretty much a legitimate reason why. And I had the employer's attorney file a motion saying he's filed after the 2-year statute. He was aware of the 2-year statute. A, I was not aware of a 2-year statute. B, it is a work-related injury. And in my defense, I've contacted numerous attorneys, like I said before, and I just never was able to get an attorney to step in for me. Attorneys would say, you don't even have enough evidence to go in front of a judge tomorrow. Well, okay, well, what evidence is it that I need? But no one would tell me. Then when I was at the library, I did some searching, and I found a book on workers' compensation law, but it was for California. So I thought, well, do these laws apply here in Colorado? So I did some searching, and some of them did apply. Some of them were a little different, but majority of them were the same. One thing that you have here that I think is the most important thing to know is that you have your right to any information, videos, surveillance, documentation, anything the employer and insurance company has against you that they might use. Or maybe your claim was accepted, but you just want to have that information. Keep documents of notes, phone calls, letters you send. I recommend you send letters certified. It kind of varies on, I think, the postage in states, but I'm not positive. But it's about $4-5, maybe a little less, to send certified. It's a green card, and you fill out the information, and then it gets, the letter gets over to the insurance company or the employer, and then it's signed for it, and then that card is returned to your address, and then you have proof that that was sent. And keep the certified card with your letter so you know what it went along with. Another thing I find that's really important is kind of back to attorneys when you're talking to them. Ask them if they represent insurance companies. If they say they do, don't hire them, because their thing is then going to be they say they're there for you, but they know the certain things about insurance companies, and then they might try to not help your case. But if they say, I previously did work for insurance companies, just kind of talk to them about it a little more. Ask them, how long have you been out of it? Just kind of get a general idea. Don't sign anything if you don't feel comfortable. Just say, let me think about it. Maybe you want to meet with one other attorney and find out, if that other attorney might be able to help you. That's an important thing, I think, is very important. I've kept documents of things I've had, things I've gotten, so on and so forth, things I've sent, and I have it in a folder. I have it all hole punched and everything, and organized by what it is, from newest to the latest. And then that is that. And then when you file, let's say you're going to file a claim saying, the employer denies your claim. And then you file an application for hearing. Here in Colorado, this is what the form looks like. And basically, you just put in your information, your name, employer and insurance company, your WC number, date of injury, and then just kind of fill in some of the information on the application. So, for instance, I checked saying certified. I certify that I've attempted to resolve with the other parties on issues listed on the application for hearing. So, for instance, compensability, authorized provider, petition to reopen claim, permanent partial disability benefits, and permanent total disability. So that's that. And then the second page, now other states, when I've kind of looked at theirs, their forms are different and a little longer or shorter. But here in Colorado, this page here just kind of certifies some information. You just you fill in your information here, and then you certify at the bottom who you sent the information to. If you know, like the employer's and insurance company's attorney, you can send it to the attorney, the insurance company, and employer, and that's what I would send certified. Any documentations, certain important things, I would send certified, so you just have proof. like I said, keep track of letters, notes, things like that, because you're gonna eventually need it. Then another thing is, when you go to court, you want to have all your evidence ready for the judge. Um, Pretty much just like when you go to any other type of hearing, criminal, just really any type of hearing, small claims, you want to have all your evidence that you want to show to the judge, saying this is what happened, so on and so forth. That's another important piece that I've learned. Like I said, the Division of Workers' Comp might be able to answer questions for you on some questions you may have, and they'll tell you what they can't answer. And they might be able to point you in a direction that someone might be able to help. And then, like I said, internet is an awesome thing for doing searches on workers' comp. And then it's like I was saying in the beginning, don't be discouraged. It is a long process. I filed my application about 6 months ago, and I have the hearing next week. So it's been a long process, but it's been filing a lot of motions. An attorney files a motion to try to get the claim thrown out, so you have to respond. And you have to respond to every issue endorsed on the motion. And so it takes a lot of practicing, of knowing what to say, looking things up if you're not represented by an attorney. If you are represented by an attorney, then your attorney will assist you in the motion. So basically, right now, I'm going to stop the video here, and I'm going to load up a second video because the time's almost out. And then I'm just going to go kind of over some more information on some of the information on what I've checked on my application, and explain to you what it means.